Welcome to the Hustle and Heart, Navigating Your 20s and 30s with Purpose, written by Avery Montgomery. Introduction. The journey begins. The hustle of your 20s and 30s is unlike any other time in your life. It's an age of possibilities, of chasing dreams, making mistakes, and discovering who you really are. The excitement of new beginnings can be just as overwhelming as the fear of not knowing where you're headed. Some days, you feel like you're on top of the world, and other days, you're left questioning if you're doing anything right at all. I remember being in my early 20s, full of ambition and big dreams, but also full of doubt and confusion. It was a time of immense personal growth, yet it felt like I was constantly juggling competing priorities, figuring out a career path, building relationships, and managing the weight of expectations from others and from myself. The struggle was real, but it was also necessary. Every challenge, every setback, taught me something important about who I wanted to be and how I wanted to live. Now, as I reflect on my 30s, I see the years that came before as crucial building blocks in shaping my sense of purpose. The purpose I've found is not one that's tied to a specific job or title. It's a purpose rooted in a deeper understanding of who I am, what matters most, and how to balance my passions with my responsibilities. That's what this book is about, finding balance and purpose in the whirlwind of your 20s and 30s. It's a time when you're expected to figure out your life, but no one gives you a manual for how to do it. So this is my attempt at giving you that guide, a map to help you navigate this critical life stage with intention and clarity. In these pages, you'll find not just advice on career choices, relationships, and financial goals, but also insights on how to develop the mental resilience, self-care habits, and personal growth that are essential to living a life of purpose. Whether you're deep in the grind of your 20s or stepping into the more reflective space of your 30s, this book is here to help you cultivate a path that feels authentic, fulfilling, and aligned with who you are at your core. Your journey may be different from mine, but the struggles, the excitement, and the search for meaning are universal. Let's take this journey together and discover how to turn the hustle into something meaningful, a life lived with heart, intention, and purpose. Chapter 1. The Foundation of Purpose. Purpose is a word that gets thrown around a lot, especially during the critical years of your 20s and 30s. But what does it really mean to have purpose at this stage of life? Is it about career success, family, wealth, or something deeper? As you begin this journey of self-discovery and growth, feel overwhelmed by the pressure to find your purpose, as if it's a singular destination waiting for you to unlock. But purpose isn't something you find overnight. It's something you build over time, a process of aligning your passions, values, and actions toward a life that feels meaningful. In your 20s and 30s, the foundation of purpose is laid through reflection, exploration, and intentionality. It's about understanding who you are, what drives you, and how you want to contribute to the world. This chapter will explore how you can begin to reflect on your values, passions, and life goals to build a purpose-driven life. Understanding what purpose means in your 20s and 30s. At its core, purpose is a sense of direction that guides your decisions, behaviors, and actions. But it can look different for everyone. Some may find purpose in their careers, while others might find it through creative expression, personal growth, or relationships. In your 20s and 30s, this period is marked by significant shifts, whether it's transitioning from school to the workforce, navigating your first serious relationship, or discovering what truly matters to you. All of these experiences play a role in shaping your sense of purpose. You might find that the idea of purpose feels elusive, especially if you're constantly measuring yourself against the lives of others. It's easy to get distracted by the success stories around you. Friends who've landed their dream jobs, influencers who seem to have it all together, or people who appear to be on a fast track to personal success. These external comparisons can cloud your understanding of what your purpose really is. The key to discovering your purpose is to stop looking outward and start looking inward. This is a journey of self-reflection that requires slowing down and asking yourself some important questions. What makes me feel alive and energized? What do I want my legacy to be? What are the values I hold most dear? What impact do I want to make on the world? Understanding your purpose begins with getting clear on your values and passions, those guiding principles that shape how you navigate life. When you make decisions aligned with your core beliefs, you're building the foundation for a purpose-driven life. How to reflect on your values and passions. Your values are the principles that define who you are and what you stand for. They're the non-negotiables in your life, the things that give you direction and meaning. To begin building a foundation of purpose, it's essential to understand what matters most to you. Start by identifying your core values. Think about moments in your life when you felt truly fulfilled or proud. What were you doing in those moments? What values were you honoring? Perhaps it was a time when you helped someone in need, indicating a value of compassion or service, or maybe it was a time when you stood up for yourself and others, indicating a value of integrity or courage. Reflecting on these moments can give you insight into what matters most to you. Next, identify your passions. These are the things that ignite a fire inside you, the activities or pursuits that bring you joy and fulfillment. Your passions don't necessarily need to be linked to your career. They can be hobbies, causes, or personal interests that give you a sense of purpose. For example, you might have a passion for writing, helping animals, or advocating for social justice. While your career may not revolve around these passions, they are still essential parts of your identity and contribute to your sense of purpose. One powerful exercise for uncovering your values and passions is journaling. Take a moment to write about the following prompts. When I think about my ideal life, what does it look like? What am I most proud of in my life so far? What makes me feel excited or alive? What do I care about most deeply? These reflections can help you pinpoint the values and passions that should guide your journey toward a purposeful life. Establishing goals that align with your purpose. Once you've identified your values and passions, the next step is to establish goals that align with them. Without clear goals, your sense of purpose may remain abstract, leaving you unsure of how to channel your energy in a way that leads to meaningful progress. Purpose without action can quickly turn into frustration. Setting intentional, values-based goals helps you turn your purpose into tangible steps. Whether these goals are related to your career, relationships, personal growth, or creativity, they should reflect what matters most to you. For instance, if one of your core values is helping others, you might set a goal to volunteer regularly or work for a nonprofit organization. If your passion lies in entrepreneurship, your goal could be to start your own business or launch a side project. To ensure that your goals are aligned with your purpose, make sure they are specific. Vague goals are hard to achieve. Make sure your goals are clear and actionable. Measurable. Track your progress along the way so you can see your development. Relevant. Ensure your goals are meaningful and connected to your core values. Time-bound. Set deadlines to keep yourself motivated and focused. For example, if your purpose centers around creativity, you might set a goal to write a book, create a portfolio of your work, or complete a creative project within a set period of time. If you're focused on building strong relationships, your goal might involve spending quality time with family or cultivating deeper friendships. Remember, your goals will evolve over time as you grow and learn more about yourself. Don't be afraid to reassess them periodically and adjust them based on what feels most in alignment with your current sense of purpose. Living with purpose, the everyday practice. Living with purpose is not something that happens in a single moment. It's an ongoing practice. It's about being intentional in every decision you make, big or small. Living a purpose-driven life requires conscious effort and the willingness to constantly check in with yourself. Are you living in alignment with your values? Are your actions moving you closer to your goals? One simple practice for staying aligned with your purpose is to regularly reflect on your progress. Set aside time each week or month to review your goals and the steps you've taken toward achieving them. Ask yourself, am I feeling fulfilled in the areas that matter most to me? What changes do I need to make to stay on track with my purpose? How can I improve my daily habits to reflect my values? By regularly checking in with yourself and adjusting your actions accordingly, you ensure that your purpose is always at the forefront of your decisions. Over time, this practice will help you live with greater clarity, confidence, and fulfillment. Chapter 2. Building Mental Resilience. Life in your 20s and 30s can often feel like an emotional roller coaster. One day, everything seems to be falling into place, your career is taking off, your relationships are thriving, and you're feeling confident about the future. The next day, doubt, fear, and uncertainty creep in. You encounter setbacks, deal with unexpected challenges, or even question if you're on the right path. In these pivotal years, mental resilience becomes your greatest asset. It's not enough to just chase your dreams or set ambitious goals. You need the emotional strength to keep moving forward when things don't go as planned. Building mental resilience isn't about eliminating obstacles. It's about developing the ability to navigate them without losing sight of your purpose. Overcoming the fear of failure and uncertainty. At some point in your 20s or 30s, you'll face failure. Maybe it's not landing the job you worked so hard for, a failed relationship, or a business venture that didn't take off as you hoped. These failures can feel like personal defeats, making you question your worth or your future. Fear of failure, in fact, can be paralyzing. But it's essential to recognize that failure isn't the end of the road. It's an inevitable part of the journey. The fear of failure can prevent you from taking risks, trying new things, or making bold decisions. This fear is often rooted in the stories we tell ourselves, stories that say we're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to succeed. These stories can be deeply ingrained from childhood or shaped by social pressures, but they are not truth. They are just beliefs, and beliefs can be changed. To overcome this fear, you must first acknowledge it. Understand that fear is a natural, human response to uncertainty, but it doesn't have to dictate your actions. The key is to reframe failure not as a reflection of your worth, but as an opportunity for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can this setback help me grow stronger and wiser? Embrace failure as feedback, not as a final judgment. The truth is, every successful person has encountered failure along the way. What sets them apart isn't their ability to avoid failure, but their capacity to keep going despite it. Developing a growth mindset. One of the most powerful tools for building mental resilience is adopting a growth mindset. Coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, a growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, dedication, and learning. This mindset is the opposite of a fixed mindset, which holds that your qualities are set in stone and cannot be changed. When you have a growth mindset, you view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. You don't see obstacles as barriers, but as stepping stones to becoming better, stronger, and more capable. Embracing this mindset allows you to approach difficult situations with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than with fear or frustration. In practical terms, developing a growth mindset means being willing to put in the effort to improve, whether it's learning a new skill, taking on a difficult project, or embracing constructive criticism. It means seeing setbacks as part of the learning process, rather than as failures. And it means believing that you have the power to shape your future through persistence and resilience. A growth mindset empowers you to continue pushing forward, even when progress seems slow. It helps you stay focused on your goals, knowing that your efforts are never wasted. They are always contributing to your growth and development. Practical tools for handling stress and mental health. Life in your 20s and 30s can be demanding. Between the pressure to succeed in your career, maintain relationships, manage finances, and still find time for self-care, stress can become overwhelming. Mental health, too, often takes a backseat as you prioritize everything else. But building resilience isn't just about bouncing back from setbacks. It's also about cultivating habits that promote mental well-being and manage stress before it takes over. Here are a few practical tools for handling stress and supporting your mental health. 1. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, without judgment. It helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, so you can respond to them rather than react impulsively. Regular meditation can reduce stress, enhance focus, and improve your overall sense of well-being. Even just a few minutes a day can make a significant difference in your mental clarity. 2. Building a support system. You don't have to go through life's challenges alone. Building a strong network of friends, family, mentors, or even a therapist can provide you with the support and perspective you need when stress or doubt sets in. Surrounding yourself with people who lift you up and offer guidance can help you stay resilient, especially during tough times. 3. Physical activity and exercise. Exercise is not just good for your body, it's good for your mind. Physical activity helps reduce stress hormones, boosts your mood, and enhances cognitive function. Whether it's going for a jog, doing yoga, or lifting weights, find an exercise routine that works for you. Making time for regular physical activity is one of the best ways to manage stress and maintain mental clarity. 4. Time management and prioritization. A major source of stress in your 20s and 30s is the feeling of being overwhelmed by a never-ending to-do list. Learning to manage your time effectively by setting boundaries, prioritizing tasks, and delegating when possible can help reduce stress and give you more control over your day-to-day life. 5. Rest and recovery. In a society that glorifies hustle, rest is often undervalued. But mental resilience requires you to recognize the importance of rest. Sleep, relaxation, and taking time for yourself are crucial for maintaining a balanced, healthy mind. Burnout is a real concern for many in their 20s and 30s, but it's preventable if you make rest a priority. Building mental resilience, the long game. Remember, mental resilience doesn't happen overnight. It's a skill that takes time to develop, and it's something you will continue to work on throughout your life. The challenges you face today will only help strengthen your ability to bounce back tomorrow. Each setback, each failure, each challenge is an opportunity for you to build your mental toughness. The key to building mental resilience is consistency. Practice the tools and strategies that work best for you, and make them a part of your everyday routine. Understand that resilience is a muscle. It grows stronger the more you use it. With time, you will become more adept at handling stress, embracing challenges, and bouncing back from failure with greater ease. As you navigate your 20s and 30s, remember that the road ahead won't always be smooth. But by cultivating mental resilience, you can navigate the ups and downs with confidence, knowing that you have the strength and tools to overcome whatever comes your way. Chapter 3. Career climbing or starting up. Your 20s and 30s are often marked by one central question: what should I do with my life? It's a question that lingers in the back of your mind, sometimes quietly and other times as an overwhelming thought that demands an answer. Whether you're embarking on a traditional career path or striking out on your own as an entrepreneur, the choices you make in these years will lay the foundation for the rest of your professional life. But the decision between climbing the corporate ladder or starting your own business isn't always straightforward. For some, the appeal of stability and growth in a traditional career is clear. For others, the excitement and autonomy of entrepreneurship call their name. Both paths offer their own rewards and challenges, but the ultimate goal is the same: to find fulfillment, purpose, and success in your work. In this chapter, we'll explore the key factors to consider when choosing between a traditional career and entrepreneurship, the strategies for succeeding in either path, and how to navigate both when the road is anything but clear. Deciding between a traditional career path versus entrepreneurship. The first step in this career crossroads is understanding the difference between a traditional career path and entrepreneurship. While both offer opportunities for growth and success, they come with vastly different experiences. In a traditional career, you're typically working for a company or organization. The structure is often in place for you. You follow a set trajectory with defined roles, responsibilities, and opportunities for advancement. Many people feel comforted by the predictability and security of a career in which they know the steps to take next. However, traditional careers can sometimes feel limiting, especially if your ambitions stretch beyond the confines of your job description or if you feel stuck in a cycle of monotonous work. Entrepreneurship, on the other hand, is about creating something from scratch. You're building a business, a brand, or a product. The path of an entrepreneur is often less defined and much more unpredictable. The rewards can be tremendous, but so are the risks. You're responsible for every aspect of your business, from vision to execution, marketing to finance. If you thrive on autonomy, enjoy solving problems, and can handle uncertainty, entrepreneurship can be incredibly rewarding. However, it's not without its challenges. Uncertainty, financial strain, and the constant need to adapt can be overwhelming. Both career paths require resilience, strategic thinking, and a commitment to growth. But before you make your decision, it's important to ask yourself a few key questions. Do I crave stability, or do I thrive in uncertainty? Am I willing to take on the risks of entrepreneurship, including financial instability and long hours? Do I have the skills and resources to grow within a company, or am I better suited to building something of my own? Key strategies to succeed in your professional life. Whether you're climbing the career ladder or starting your own business, success doesn't happen by accident. It's built on strategic thinking, hard work, and an understanding of what drives you. Here are some strategies to help you succeed, no matter which path you choose. 1. Develop a clear vision and set intentional goals. Whether you're working for a company or running your own business, having a clear vision is essential. Where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? What are the steps you need to take to get there? Break down your long-term goals into smaller, actionable tasks and regularly assess your progress. This will help keep you focused and motivated, especially when you encounter setbacks. 2. Seek out mentorship and guidance. No one succeeds alone. Surround yourself with mentors, advisors, and peers who can offer guidance and support as you navigate your career journey. In a traditional career, this might mean finding a supervisor or senior leader who can help you grow and develop. As an entrepreneur, this could involve networking with other business owners or seeking advice from experienced professionals who have been through the ups and downs of starting a business. Learn from those who have walked the path before you and be open to their wisdom. 3. Focus on continual learning and skill development. The professional world is always evolving, and to stay relevant and competitive, you need to keep learning. Whether you're in a corporate job or running your own business, staying on top of industry trends, acquiring new skills, and seeking out opportunities for professional development is crucial. This could mean attending conferences, taking online courses, or simply reading books related to your field. Never stop learning, and always seek to expand your knowledge and capabilities. 4. Embrace failures and learn from them. Success doesn't come without its failures, and both traditional careers and entrepreneurship have their fair share. Whether it's missing a promotion, losing a client, or facing financial setbacks, you will face challenges. But resilience comes from the ability to learn from these failures rather than allowing them to define you. Each mistake or setback offers valuable lessons that will help you grow. The key is to stay committed to your goals, even when things don't go as planned. 5. Build and cultivate a network. Networking is one of the most powerful tools in both career climbing and entrepreneurship. In a traditional career, your network can provide you with opportunities for advancement, support, and even job leads. As an entrepreneur, your network is essential for finding customers, collaborators, and potential investors. Invest time in cultivating meaningful relationships with others in your field. Attend industry events, join professional organizations, and don't underestimate the power of a strong network. Finding fulfillment in your work, even when things get tough. It's easy to feel discouraged when things aren't going as planned, whether you're stuck in a job that doesn't inspire you or facing setbacks in your business. However, finding fulfillment in your work is not just about the position you hold or the company you work for. It's about aligning your values with your work, finding purpose in what you do, and making a meaningful impact, no matter your role. Align your values with your work. Your values are the compass that guides you through your career. Whether you work in a corporate setting or are an entrepreneur, ensuring that your daily tasks align with your core beliefs will provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. If your job or business reflects your values, whether that's creativity, helping others, or making a positive difference in the world, you will find deeper meaning in your work. Find joy in the journey. Success isn't only measured by the end result. In fact, much of the growth happens during the journey itself. Celebrate the small victories and take time to appreciate the process. Whether it's completing a challenging project, getting positive feedback from a client, or simply making it through a tough week, these moments of success are worth recognizing and celebrating. Stay connected to your why, whether you're in a career or running your own business. Staying connected to the why behind your work is crucial. Remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. What drives you? What impact do you want to make? When the going gets tough, reconnecting with your purpose will help you stay motivated and focused on the bigger picture. Blending both paths, how to juggle career climbing and entrepreneurship. In today's world, it's not uncommon to combine both paths. Some people start their entrepreneurial ventures while still working a full-time job. This side hustle approach allows you to dip your toes into entrepreneurship while still maintaining the stability of a traditional career. If this approach sounds appealing to you, the key is time management and clear boundaries. It's possible to balance both worlds, but it requires careful planning and dedication. You might also find that your career and business ventures complement each other. For example, a job in marketing could provide the experience and skills necessary to promote your own business later on. Or your entrepreneurial experience could help you bring fresh perspectives to the company you work for. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. What matters is finding the path that allows you to create a career that feels authentic, fulfilling, and aligned with your goals. Chapter 4. Relationships that support your growth. As you navigate your 20s and 30s, the relationships you cultivate will play a significant role in shaping the person you become. Whether it's romantic partners, friends, family, or colleagues, the people you surround yourself with have a direct influence on your well-being, mindset, and overall success. In these formative years, relationships are not just about companionship or socializing. They are a powerful source of growth, support, and motivation. Building meaningful relationships that align with your values, encourage your growth, and help you stay grounded is essential to living a purposeful life. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of nurturing healthy relationships, how to navigate challenges in your personal connections, and the importance of setting boundaries to protect your growth. The importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. The people you spend time with can either elevate you or hold you back. As you enter your 20s and 30s, you'll start to realize that not all relationships are created equal. Some relationships are nourishing, uplifting, and inspiring, while others can be draining, toxic, or even limiting. It's important to surround yourself with individuals who support your growth, people who encourage you to be the best version of yourself, challenge you to reach your potential, and offer a safe space where you can be vulnerable. These relationships provide you with the emotional and mental resources you need to navigate life's ups and downs. On the flip side, toxic relationships can sap your energy and hinder your progress. Negative influences, whether in friendships or romantic relationships, can hold you back from pursuing your goals and living authentically. People who are constantly critical, unsupportive, or dismissive of your aspirations can breed self-doubt and confusion. As you grow, it's essential to be mindful of the people you allow into your life and recognize when certain relationships no longer serve your well-being. Take a moment to reflect on the relationships in your life. Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are the people you spend time with encouraging your dreams or diminishing them? Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive individuals is not just about having fun or fitting in. It's about ensuring that your environment nurtures your personal and professional growth. Navigating romantic relationships and friendships in adulthood. In your 20s and 30s, romantic relationships and friendships can take on new dimensions. You may be moving from the carefree dating culture of your 20s into the more serious relationship territory of your 30s. At the same time, friendships evolve as well. People settle down, start families, or move away, and your friendships may shift as a result. In romantic relationships, it's important to be with someone who shares your values, supports your goals, and respects your independence. Healthy romantic relationships should be built on trust, communication, and mutual respect. You and your partner should encourage each other's personal growth, provide emotional support, and create a shared vision for the future. However, romantic relationships can also be challenging. You may face obstacles in terms of communication, differing life goals, or balancing the demands of your relationship with your personal growth. It's essential to address any issues early on and be willing to work through conflicts together. Mutual respect, compromise, and open communication are the cornerstones of any successful romantic partnership. Similarly, friendships in your 20s and 30s may evolve as your priorities change. You might find that some friendships no longer align with your values or interests. As you grow, it's natural for friendships to shift. Some friendships may grow stronger, while others fade away. This is not a sign of failure, but rather a part of your personal growth. It's important to nurture the friendships that contribute positively to your life while gracefully letting go of those that no longer serve you. Keep in mind that quality matters more than quantity when it comes to friendships. It's better to have a small group of close, supportive friends than a large circle of acquaintances. Cultivate relationships with people who truly understand and support you, and be open to making new friends who share your interests and values. Setting boundaries and maintaining healthy connections. As you grow older, you'll likely become more aware of the importance of boundaries in your relationships. Boundaries are the limits you set with others to protect your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. They allow you to maintain your sense of self and ensure that you are not overextended or taken advantage of. Setting boundaries is particularly important in romantic relationships, friendships, and family dynamics. Without clear boundaries, you may find yourself overcommit, drained, or feeling resentful. Boundaries are not about building walls between you and others. They are about creating a healthy space where you can be yourself while still being there for others. Here are a few tips for setting healthy boundaries. Know your limits. Identify what you need in order to maintain balance in your life. Whether it's alone time, work-life balance, or emotional space, be clear about what you need to thrive. Communicate clearly. Let others know your boundaries with honesty and respect. Whether it's telling a friend that you need time to yourself or setting limits with a partner about how much you can give emotionally, clear communication is key. Don't feel guilty. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It's necessary for your well-being. Don't feel guilty for prioritizing your needs or taking time for yourself. Respect others' boundaries. Just as you have boundaries, others do too. Be respectful of the limits that others set and be open to their needs as well. Setting and respecting boundaries is essential for creating relationships that are mutually supportive and nurturing. When both people understand each other's boundaries, relationships can flourish in a healthy, balanced way. The role of vulnerability in deepening connections. As you navigate your relationships in your 20s and 30s, vulnerability becomes an essential tool for deepening connections. It can be difficult to be vulnerable, especially when you fear judgment or rejection. However, vulnerability is the key to building authentic, trusting relationships. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable with others, whether it's sharing your fears, dreams, or struggles, you create space for others to do the same. Vulnerability fosters intimacy and connection, making relationships more meaningful and supportive. It's through being open and real with others that we build the most genuine and lasting relationships. This doesn't mean you should share everything with everyone, but with the right people, being vulnerable can strengthen your bonds and allow for deeper emotional connections. It's a powerful way to show up authentically in your relationships and build trust with others. Growing together, relationships as catalysts for personal development. Healthy relationships are not just about giving and receiving support. They are also about growing together. The best relationships challenge you to become better, whether through constructive feedback, new perspectives, or shared experiences. A partner, friend, or mentor who challenges you to step outside of your comfort zone can accelerate your personal development. In romantic relationships, you should be able to encourage each other to grow, both individually and together. This might mean supporting each other's goals, encouraging each other to try new things, or pushing each other to become more self-aware. Similarly, friendships should push you to expand your horizons, explore new interests, and deepen your understanding of the world around you. Recognize that growth in relationships is a two-way street. You both need to be willing to adapt, learn, and evolve together. Relationships that support your growth are dynamic. They challenge you to be the best version of yourself, while also providing a safe space for mistakes, learning, and vulnerability. Conclusion: the power of meaningful relationships. In the fast-paced, goal-oriented world of your 20s and 30s, it's easy to prioritize work, success, and individual achievements. But the relationships you cultivate in this phase of life are often the ones that will provide the foundation for your happiness, fulfillment, and growth. These relationships act as a source of strength and encouragement, helping you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. Take the time to nurture relationships that lift you up, challenge you to grow, and support your goals. Don't be afraid to let go of relationships that are no longer serving you, and embrace the connections that bring joy, meaning, and growth into your life. Remember, the people you surround yourself with are not just companions. They are catalysts for your personal evolution. Chapter 5: The Power of Self-Care and Wellness. In your 20s and 30s, life can feel like a balancing act, juggling career ambitions, personal growth, relationships, and other responsibilities. As you navigate these years, it's easy to put your physical and mental health on the back burner. Yet, one of the most important investments you can make is in yourself, specifically in your self-care and overall wellness. When you prioritize your well-being, you build a foundation for sustained growth, success, and happiness. In this chapter, we'll explore the vital connection between self-care, mental health, and physical wellness. We'll discuss how to build healthy habits that support your mind and body, and we'll address the importance of managing stress, preventing burnout, and taking time for self-renewal. The link between physical health and mental clarity. When we think of wellness, it's easy to focus solely on the physical body, diet, exercise, sleep. However, true wellness is a holistic approach that integrates mind, body, and spirit. The state of your body directly impacts the state of your mind. Without taking care of your physical health, your mental clarity, energy, and emotional resilience can suffer. On the flip side, when you nurture your body through regular exercise, good nutrition, and sufficient rest, you're also nurturing your ability to think clearly, manage stress, and stay focused on your goals. Let's start with physical health. Regular exercise is one of the most effective ways to improve both physical and mental well-being. Whether you're running, practicing yoga, or engaging in strength training, exercise releases endorphins, chemicals that boost your mood and reduce stress. But physical activity doesn't just improve your mood. It also sharpens cognitive function, enhances sleep quality, and strengthens your immune system, all of which are essential for maintaining the energy levels needed to thrive in your 20s and 30s. In addition to exercise, nutrition plays a crucial role in your well-being. The food you consume directly impacts your energy, mood, and cognitive function. Eating a balanced diet rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants can help keep your brain sharp and your body energized. On the other hand, poor dietary choices can lead to sluggishness, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. Sleep is another often overlooked aspect of wellness. Sleep is the body's natural time to recharge, repair, and restore. Consistent, high-quality sleep is essential for mental clarity, emotional regulation, and physical health. Many people in their 20s and 30s, especially those balancing multiple responsibilities, neglect sleep in favor of productivity. However, sacrificing sleep for work or social activities ultimately reduces your ability to perform at your best. It's crucial to make sleep a priority in your wellness routine. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, and create a sleep-friendly environment by limiting screen time before bed and sticking to a consistent sleep schedule. Building healthy habits in exercise, nutrition, and sleep. Building healthy habits is about consistency, not perfection. In your 20s and 30s, you don't need to follow an extreme fitness regimen or a restrictive diet to experience the benefits of self-care. Instead, aim to make small, sustainable changes that you can maintain over time. Here are some practical steps to integrate exercise, nutrition, and sleep into your routine. Exercise. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate-intensity exercise 3 to 5 times a week. This could be anything from a brisk walk to an online yoga class to strength training. Find an activity that you enjoy and that fits into your lifestyle. The key is to make exercise a habit, not a chore. Start small and gradually increase the intensity or duration as you build strength and endurance. Nutrition. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods that nourish your body and mind. Incorporate a variety of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats into your meals. Avoid the temptation of crash diets or quick fixes. Sustainable nutrition is about balance, allowing yourself to indulge occasionally while prioritizing whole, natural foods. If you find it difficult to maintain healthy eating habits, consider meal prepping or making simple, nutritious meals in advance. Sleep. Create a relaxing bedtime routine that helps signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Avoid stimulants like caffeine or heavy meals late in the evening. Establish a consistent sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, even on weekends. By focusing on these 3 pillars, exercise, nutrition, and sleep, you create a strong foundation for both physical health and mental clarity. Managing burnout and making self-care a priority. In the fast-paced world of your 20s and 30s, burnout is a real and often inevitable risk. Whether you're working long hours, trying to maintain social commitments, or juggling multiple responsibilities, the constant demands on your time and energy can take a toll on your well-being. Burnout occurs when you push yourself beyond your limits without allowing for adequate rest or recovery. It can lead to physical and mental exhaustion, irritability, and a general sense of being overwhelmed. To avoid burnout, it's essential to prioritize self-care and create a balance between productivity and rest. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you take care of yourself, you're able to show up more effectively in all areas of your life. Here are some strategies to help prevent burnout. Set boundaries. In both your personal and professional life, set clear boundaries around your time and energy. Learn to say no to commitments that drain you or don't align with your values. Protect your downtime and be mindful of overcommitting. Rest and recover. Allow yourself to take breaks throughout the day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Take a walk, meditate, or engage in a creative activity to recharge. It's also important to take longer breaks, whether it's a weekend getaway or a mental health day, to fully disconnect and recover. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness practices like meditation, deep breathing, or journaling can help you manage stress and stay grounded. Regular mindfulness practices allow you to stay present, reduce anxiety, and reconnect with your body's needs. Delegate and ask for help. You don't have to do everything on your own. Whether it's asking for help at work, delegating tasks at home, or leaning on friends and family for support, it's important to acknowledge when you need assistance. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Prioritizing self-care is key to preventing burnout. By integrating small, intentional practices into your daily routine, you can maintain your energy levels, focus on your mental health, and avoid exhaustion. The importance of mental health and emotional well-being. While physical wellness is essential, mental health and emotional well-being are equally important. Your mental health influences your thoughts, behaviors, and ability to handle life's challenges. In your 20s and 30s, mental health challenges like anxiety, stress, and depression can become more prevalent, especially as you face the pressure to succeed in various aspects of your life. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your body. There's no shame in seeking professional help when you need it. Reaching out for support is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's essential to prioritize your emotional well-being by building a strong support network and engaging in practices that help you manage stress and stay emotionally balanced. Here are a few ways to support your mental health. Talk it out. Share your thoughts and feelings with trusted friends, family members, or a therapist. Talking openly about your challenges can help you process emotions and reduce stress. Engage in activities that bring you joy. Whether it's painting, hiking, cooking, or traveling, make time for activities that make you feel good and bring you joy. Practice gratitude. Taking time each day to reflect on what you're grateful for can help shift your focus from stress to positivity. A gratitude journal is a simple yet effective way to cultivate an optimistic mindset. Conclusion: a lifelong commitment to self-care. Self-care is not a one-time fix, it's a lifelong commitment. The habits you build in your 20s and 30s will lay the foundation for a healthy, balanced life. By prioritizing your physical health, mental well-being, and emotional needs, you can create a life that is fulfilling, sustainable, and joyful. Remember that self-care is personal. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is to experiment, listen to your body, and find practices that support your overall wellness. As you move forward, commit to making self-care an integral part of your daily life. When you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to take on the challenges of life and pursue your goals with energy and passion. Chapter 6: Financial Freedom and Smart Choices. In your 20s and 30s, financial decisions can significantly impact your future. This is the time when you start thinking about long-term goals, such as buying a home, building savings, or planning for retirement. But before you can achieve financial freedom, it's essential to understand the basics of money management and how to make smart financial choices that support your future aspirations. In this chapter, we'll explore key strategies for managing your money, building wealth, and avoiding common financial mistakes. By taking control of your finances now, you can create a secure financial foundation for the future, freeing up mental and emotional space to focus on what truly matters. Managing money, budgeting, saving, and investing. The foundation of financial freedom lies in understanding how to manage your money effectively. This involves three key elements: budgeting, saving, and investing. Each plays a crucial role in helping you build wealth and secure your financial future. Budgeting is the first step toward financial control. A budget allows you to track your income and expenses, giving you a clear picture of where your money is going. It helps you identify areas where you can cut back, prioritize savings, and plan for future expenses. Whether you use an app, spreadsheet, or the old-fashioned pen and paper method, budgeting is a vital tool for financial stability. Here are a few tips for budgeting effectively. Track your income and expenses. Begin by listing all sources of income and your monthly expenses. Categorize your spending, such as rent, groceries, utilities, entertainment, etc., and keep track of it regularly. Pay yourself first. Make saving and investing a non-negotiable part of your budget. Set aside a certain percentage of your income for savings before covering discretionary expenses. Even if it's a small amount, consistency is key. Cut back on unnecessary spending. Identify areas where you can reduce spending, such as eating out less, canceling unused subscriptions, or shopping smarter. Redirect that money into savings or debt repayment. Once you have a handle on budgeting, it's time to focus on saving. Building an emergency fund should be your top priority. Life is unpredictable, and having at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved for emergencies will give you peace of mind and prevent financial stress during tough times. After establishing an emergency fund, you can begin to save for short and long-term goals, whether it's a vacation, a down payment on a house, or retirement. The key is to start early. The earlier you begin saving, the more time your money has to grow through compound interest. Investing is the next step in building wealth. While saving is important, investing is what allows your money to grow exponentially over time. Many people in their 20s and 30s overlook the power of investing because they feel it's too complicated or too risky. However, investing early is one of the most powerful ways to achieve long-term financial goals. There are many ways to invest your money, such as stock market. Investing in stocks and bonds can yield significant returns over time, especially if you start early and invest consistently. Real estate. If you have the financial means, real estate can be a great way to build wealth through property appreciation and rental income. The key to investing is to start early, stay consistent, and take a long-term approach. Even if you can only invest a small amount each month, those investments will compound and grow significantly over time. The role of financial independence in achieving your goals. Financial independence isn't just about accumulating wealth, it's about having the freedom to make choices without constantly worrying about money. When you're financially independent, you can pursue your passions, take risks, and make decisions based on what aligns with your values, rather than being constrained by financial stress. For many people, financial independence means achieving the ability to retire early, quit a job they no longer enjoy, or start their own business without worrying about immediate income. In your 20s and 30s, it's important to start thinking about your financial independence and how your current financial decisions will shape your future. Here are some strategies to work toward financial independence. Live below your means. One of the most effective ways to build wealth is to spend less than you earn. This doesn't mean depriving yourself of things you enjoy, but rather being mindful of your spending habits. Avoid lifestyle inflation, where your expenses increase as your income grows. Instead, prioritize saving and investing. Maximize your earning potential. Increasing your income is just as important as controlling your spending. Invest in your skills, education, and career growth to increase your earning potential. Whether through negotiating a higher salary, pursuing side hustles, or investing in professional development, boosting your income will accelerate your path to financial independence. Minimize debt. Debt can be a significant obstacle to financial freedom. Pay off high-interest debt as quickly as possible and avoid accumulating more debt by living within your means. Student loans, credit card debt, and car loans can quickly spiral out of control if not managed carefully. The earlier you start thinking about financial independence, the more time you have to build the wealth you need to achieve it. Taking intentional steps now, like budgeting, saving, and investing, will allow you to live a life that is free from financial stress and full of possibilities. Common financial mistakes and how to avoid them. While building wealth and managing finances can feel overwhelming at times, it's important to remember that financial success doesn't happen overnight. Everyone makes financial mistakes along the way, but the key is learning from them and making smarter choices moving forward. Here are a few common financial mistakes to avoid. Neglecting to save for emergencies. Emergencies are inevitable, whether it's a car repair, medical expense, or job loss. Failing to build an emergency fund leaves you vulnerable to financial stress. Aim to set aside at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses for unexpected situations. Ignoring retirement planning. Many people in their 20s and 30s neglect to save for retirement. thinking they have plenty of time. The reality is that the earlier you start saving for retirement, the more your money will grow through compound interest. Even if you can only contribute a small amount to a retirement account each month, it's crucial to start now. Living beyond your means. It's easy to fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation, where your expenses increase as your income rises. Avoid the temptation to keep up with friends or societal expectations by overspending. Focus on building wealth, not on outward appearances. Taking on too much debt can quickly become overwhelming, especially when it accumulates over time. Avoid taking on high-interest debt unless absolutely necessary. Focus on paying it off as quickly as possible, starting with the highest interest debts first. By being mindful of these common financial mistakes, you can avoid the pitfalls that many people face and take charge of your financial future. Conclusion: building a financial foundation for the future. Financial freedom is not an overnight achievement. It's the result of smart choices made over time. By budgeting, saving, and investing wisely, you can build a solid financial foundation that supports your long-term goals. Financial independence allows you to make choices based on what truly matters to you, whether it's pursuing a passion, starting a business, or enjoying more free time. In your 20s and 30s, it's important to develop healthy financial habits that will set you up for success in the future. Make time to understand your finances, avoid common mistakes, and stay committed to your goals. By taking control of your finances now, you can create a future of financial freedom, peace of mind, and the ability to live life on your own terms. Chapter 7: Navigating Social Media and Digital Life. In the age of constant connectivity, social media and digital life are integral parts of our daily routines. Platforms like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook offer endless opportunities for self-expression, communication, and entertainment. But as these digital spaces continue to shape our social interactions and even our identity, it's important to understand how to navigate them in a way that enhances your life rather than detracts from it. In this chapter, we'll explore how to maintain a healthy relationship with technology, the impact of social media on self-esteem and personal growth, and how to protect your privacy and mental space online. By setting boundaries and being intentional with your digital presence, you can avoid the negative effects of social media and cultivate a digital life that supports your purpose and well-being. How to maintain a healthy relationship with technology. Technology isn't inherently bad, but how you engage with it can significantly affect your mental health and productivity. For many, the line between work and personal life becomes blurry when we're constantly connected to our devices. Whether it's checking emails at midnight, scrolling through Instagram during meals, or mindlessly watching videos for hours, technology can easily slip into every corner of our lives. Maintaining a healthy relationship with technology begins with setting boundaries. Here are some ways to take control of your digital life. Set specific times for screen use. Rather than allowing technology to dictate your day, decide when and how you'll use your devices. For example, you might limit social media use to 30 minutes a day or avoid looking at your phone during meals. By setting specific times for screen use, you can reduce distractions and stay more focused on the present. Digital detox. Taking regular breaks from technology can help you reset and recharge. Schedule a digital detox, where you step away from all devices for a few hours or even a full day. Use this time to focus on other activities, like spending time with loved ones, engaging in hobbies, or simply enjoying nature. Use technology to enhance, not distract. Technology should serve a purpose, not distract you. Use apps and devices that improve your productivity, such as note-taking apps, meditation tools, or fitness trackers. Avoid apps or activities that contribute to mindless scrolling or unnecessary stress. By being intentional with how and when you use technology, you create space for more meaningful, present experiences in your life. Setting boundaries is a key step in cultivating a healthy relationship with the digital world. The impact of social media on self-esteem and personal growth. Social media is designed to showcase curated versions of people's lives, often highlighting only the highlights and successes. While this can be inspiring, it can also create unrealistic comparisons and diminish self-esteem. In your 20s and 30s, it's easy to get caught up in the pressure to measure up to others, whether it's in terms of career achievements, appearance, relationships, or lifestyle. The reality is, everyone's journey is unique. Social media often doesn't show the struggles, failures, or behind-the-scenes work that go into creating success. It's important to remember that what you see online is only a small fraction of someone's life, not the full picture. Here are a few ways to protect your self-esteem and personal growth while navigating social media. Limit comparison. If you find yourself frequently comparing your life to others online, consider unfollowing accounts that make you feel inadequate or stressed. Surround yourself with positive and inspiring content that aligns with your values and goals. Remember, comparison is the thief of joy. Curate your feed. Take charge of your social media by curating your feed to reflect content that inspires you. Follow accounts that promote positivity, growth, and authenticity. By filling your feed with content that resonates with your aspirations, you can shift the focus away from comparison and towards your personal growth. Take breaks. If you feel overwhelmed or stressed by social media, take regular breaks. Stepping away from platforms for a few days or weeks can help you reconnect with yourself and recharge. During your break, focus on activities that nourish your well-being, such as reading, exercising, or spending time with loved ones. While social media can be a valuable tool for connection and inspiration, it's essential to approach it with mindfulness. Protecting your mental health and personal growth involves setting limits on how much time you spend on these platforms and being aware of how they affect your self-esteem. Protecting your privacy and mental space online. In today's digital world, protecting your privacy is more important than ever. As we share more of our lives online, we risk exposing ourselves to unwanted attention, cyberbullying, and even identity theft. It's essential to be proactive about safeguarding your personal information and mental space when navigating the online world. Here are some steps you can take to protect your privacy and mental health online. Adjust privacy settings. Review the privacy settings on your social media accounts regularly. Adjust who can see your posts, who can contact you, and what information is available to the public. Limiting your digital footprint can reduce the risk of unwanted exposure. Be mindful of what you share. Consider the potential impact before sharing personal details online. Avoid oversharing about your whereabouts, your relationships, or your financial situation. The more you share, the more vulnerable you become to exploitation or unwanted attention. Practice digital hygiene. Regularly clean up your online presence by deleting old posts or accounts that no longer serve you. Be mindful of the content you post and the digital footprint you leave behind. If you wouldn't say it in person or on a public stage, think twice before sharing it online. Guard your mental space. Pay attention to how social media makes you feel. If certain accounts or types of content cause stress, anxiety, or negative thoughts, unfollow them. Curating your digital environment can protect your mental well-being and create a more positive online experience. By being proactive about your privacy and mental health online, you can navigate the digital world with greater confidence and security. Conclusion: living a balanced digital life. The key to navigating social media and digital life in your 20s and 30s is balance. While technology offers many benefits, it's important to use it in a way that serves your personal growth and well-being. By setting boundaries, protecting your privacy, and curating your online presence, you can create a healthier and more intentional relationship with the digital world. Remember, social media should enhance your life, not define it. Strive to live in alignment with your values, and don't let the pressures of the digital world distract you from what truly matters. Embrace technology in ways that empower you, and step away from it when it no longer serves your purpose. In the end, your digital life is just one piece of the puzzle. Make sure it's working in harmony with the rest of your journey toward a fulfilling, balanced life. Chapter 8: Redefining Success and Overcoming Setbacks. In your 20s and 30s, the idea of success can feel fluid and often elusive. We grow up with a certain set of expectations: graduate college, land a good job, find a partner, buy a house, and for many, this is the definition of success. However, as life unfolds, we often realize that success doesn't look the same for everyone, and that's okay. In this chapter, we'll explore how to redefine success in a way that aligns with your values, how to embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth, and how to cultivate patience and resilience as you navigate the ups and downs of life. Understanding that success is personal and unique. Success means different things to different people. While society often defines success in terms of wealth, status, or material possessions, true success is about living in alignment with your values and fulfilling your own purpose. As you enter your 20s and 30s, it's essential to step back and ask yourself, what does success look like for me? Rather than chasing external markers of success, consider these questions to define what success means in your life. What are my values? Understanding your core values can guide your decisions and shape the path you take toward success. For example, if family and relationships are your top values, success might look like having a close-knit, supportive family life rather than a high-paying corporate job. What brings me joy and fulfillment? Success isn't just about achievements or milestones. It's about pursuing what lights you up. Whether it's creativity, helping others, or making a positive impact, success should be about living authentically and doing what makes you feel fulfilled. How do I want to feel on a day-to-day basis? Success is also about emotional well-being. Do you want to feel at peace, excited, challenged, or proud of the work you're doing? Understanding the feelings you want to cultivate in your life will help you make choices that align with your desired experience of success. By redefining success in a way that aligns with your values and passions, you give yourself permission to create a life that is truly your own, one that may not follow conventional paths but is deeply satisfying on a personal level. How to bounce back from failures and reframe setbacks. No matter how hard you try, setbacks and failures are inevitable. Whether you didn't get that promotion, your startup didn't take off, or a relationship ended, setbacks can feel like a personal failure. However, it's important to reframe how you think about setbacks. Rather than seeing setbacks as signs of defeat, view them as opportunities for growth. Every challenge is a chance to learn, improve, and become more resilient. Here's how you can reframe setbacks. Change your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, view it as a detour on the road to success. Every failure brings valuable lessons that you can apply moving forward. Reflect on what went wrong, identify areas for growth, and use those insights to refine your approach next time. Embrace the growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed with time, effort, and learning. When you experience a setback, focus on what you can control, your actions and responses. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Rather than dwelling on the negative aspects. Build emotional resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity. Strengthen your emotional resilience by practicing self-compassion, developing problem-solving skills, and maintaining a positive outlook. When setbacks occur, don't let them define you. Instead, use them as stepping stones to build a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. By reframing setbacks as opportunities to grow, you not only learn valuable lessons but also develop the strength and wisdom needed to keep moving forward. Cultivating patience and trust in your journey. As you navigate your 20s and 30s, it's easy to fall into the trap of wanting immediate results. In today's world of instant gratification, we often expect quick success, whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal goals. However, success and personal growth take time, and learning to be patient with yourself is a key component of finding fulfillment. Patience allows you to stay the course during difficult times and trust that your hard work will eventually pay off. It helps you avoid burnout and frustration when things don't happen as quickly as you'd like. Here are some strategies to cultivate patience and trust in your journey. Celebrate small wins. Progress isn't always linear, and success doesn't always come in big, flashy moments. Celebrate the small wins, whether it's completing a project, learning something new, or reaching a personal milestone. These smaller victories are evidence that you're moving forward, even if the path feels slow at times. Trust the process. Trusting the process means having faith that everything is unfolding as it should, even if it doesn't make sense in the moment. Trust that the experiences, setbacks, and challenges you face are all part of your personal growth and that your journey will eventually lead you to where you're meant to be. Let go of the need for perfection. Perfectionism can stifle progress and leave you feeling stuck. Let go of the need for everything to be perfect and focus on progress instead. Embrace the imperfections and messiness of life. They are often where the greatest growth happens. Patience isn't about waiting passively for things to happen. It's about trusting that your hard work, dedication, and resilience will lead to the success you desire. In the meantime, focus on what you can control, your mindset, your actions, and your ability to keep moving forward, even when the journey feels uncertain. Redefining success in the face of setbacks. Setbacks don't mean the end of your journey. They often signal an opportunity to redefine success and realign your goals. It's okay to change your vision of success as you grow and evolve. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes your goals or aspirations will shift along the way. Redefining success is about staying true to your authentic self and pursuing what truly matters to you, not what society expects or what looks good on paper. As you experience setbacks, remember that success is not a destination but a journey. The key is to stay focused on what matters most to you, learn from challenges, and trust that your efforts will eventually lead you to where you're meant to be. Conclusion: success is an evolving journey. Success is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It's an evolving, personal journey. By redefining what success means to you, reframing setbacks as opportunities, and cultivating patience and resilience, you can navigate the ups and downs of life with confidence and clarity. Remember, success is not about checking off boxes or meeting external expectations. It's about living authentically, learning from your experiences, and trusting that the path you're on is the right one for you. As you continue on your journey through your 20s and 30s, keep in mind that success is not a destination. It's a continuous process of growth, learning, and evolving. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the victories, and always trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Chapter 9: Finding Balance and Living Authentically. In your 20s and 30s, you may feel like you're constantly juggling multiple roles, whether it's being a professional, a friend, a partner, a sibling, or even a caretaker. You might feel pressure to excel in all areas of your life, often neglecting yourself in the process. But amidst the hustle and the pursuit of success, it's crucial to find balance and, above all, to live authentically. This chapter explores how to manage the different facets of your life without losing sight of your true self, your values, and your well-being. Managing work, relationships, and personal time. The desire to succeed in your career, maintain meaningful relationships, and take care of yourself can create a constant tug-of-war. Finding balance in all of these areas can feel overwhelming, but it's not impossible. The key is to prioritize what truly matters and to allocate time and energy accordingly. Here are some strategies to manage work, relationships, and personal time more effectively. Time management. Effective time management is essential for balancing all the different areas of your life. Use tools like calendars or productivity apps to plan out your workdays, social engagements, and personal time. Set aside time for each area and avoid overscheduling yourself. Remember, it's okay to say no to certain commitments if they don't align with your priorities. Set boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining balance. At work, this might mean avoiding late-night emails or taking weekends off to recharge. In relationships, it could involve communicating your needs for alone time or space. Setting healthy boundaries helps protect your mental and emotional energy, ensuring that you can give your best to the things that matter most. Work-life integration. Instead of trying to strictly separate work and personal life, focus on finding ways to integrate both in a way that feels fulfilling. The goal is to create a rhythm where both aspects of your life coexist without overwhelming each other. Delegate when necessary. You don't have to do everything yourself. Whether it's asking a colleague for help with a project, hiring someone to assist with household tasks, or leaning on friends and family for support, delegating can free up your time and reduce stress. Understanding that you don't need to do it all gives you permission to focus on what truly matters. The art of saying no and prioritizing your goals. Learning to say no is a skill that will serve you well throughout your life. In your 20s and 30s, you may face pressure to say yes to every opportunity, every invitation, or every request for your time. However, not every opportunity is aligned with your values or long-term goals. The ability to say no is essential for maintaining balance and living authentically. Here's how to practice saying no and prioritize your goals. Understand your priorities. When you know what your top priorities are, whether it's career advancement, relationships, health, or personal growth, it becomes easier to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you and use that clarity to guide your decisions. Don't feel guilty. Saying no doesn't mean you're letting others down. It means you're honoring your own needs and priorities. It's okay to disappoint people or decline invitations if it doesn't serve your well-being or personal growth. Trust that by saying no to some things, you're making space for more meaningful opportunities. Practice saying no gracefully. Saying no doesn't have to be harsh or negative. You can say no with kindness and respect, explaining that you have other commitments or that the opportunity doesn't align with your current priorities. Saying no gracefully helps preserve your relationships while also preserving your time and energy. Living in alignment with your true self and values. Living authentically means being true to who you are, regardless of external expectations or pressures. It's about making choices that reflect your core values and living in a way that feels aligned with your deepest desires. When you live authentically, you free yourself from the need for approval or validation from others. Instead, you make choices based on what feels right for you. Here's how you can live more authentically in your 20s and 30s. Get clear on your values. Take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you, whether it's honesty, creativity, family, independence, or adventure. Once you have clarity on your values, use them as a compass to guide your decisions and actions. Living in alignment with your values creates a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Embrace your uniqueness. Don't be afraid to be yourself, even if it means standing out or going against the grain. Your unique experiences, perspectives, and qualities are what make you who you are. Embrace them with pride and confidence, knowing that authenticity is magnetic and inspiring to others. Let go of the fear of judgment. Many of us are afraid of being judged or criticized for our choices, but living authentically means releasing the need for external approval. Trust that the people who truly matter will accept you for who you are, and the right opportunities will come when you're being your authentic self. Create a life you love. At the end of the day, living authentically is about designing a life that feels fulfilling and meaningful to you. This might mean taking risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, or choosing a less conventional path. Whatever it looks like for you, prioritize the things that bring you joy, purpose, and satisfaction. The importance of self-reflection and regular reassessment. Finding balance and living authentically isn't a one-time decision. It's an ongoing process that requires regular self-reflection and reassessment. As you grow and evolve, so do your priorities and goals. Take time periodically to check in with yourself and evaluate whether your life is in alignment with your values. Here's how to practice self-reflection and reassessment. Journal regularly. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences can help you gain clarity on your life and goals. Journaling allows you to reflect on what's working and what's not, so you can adjust your course as needed. It's also a great way to track your progress and celebrate milestones along the way. Review your goals. Reassess your goals periodically to ensure they still align with your evolving values and aspirations. It's okay to revise your goals as you grow and learn more about yourself. What seemed important at one stage of your life may no longer resonate with you as you gain new insights and experiences. Seek feedback from trusted individuals. Sometimes, others can offer valuable perspectives that help you see things from a different angle. Seek feedback from trusted friends, mentors, or family members who know you well and whose opinions you value. Their insights can help you navigate life's challenges and stay true to your authentic self. Conclusion: embracing the journey of balance and authenticity. Living a balanced life and staying true to yourself isn't always easy, but it's worth the effort. By managing your time effectively, setting boundaries, saying no when necessary, and living in alignment with your values, you can create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. Remember, balance isn't about perfection. It's about creating a life that works for you, one that nurtures your well-being, supports your goals, and allows you to thrive. Embrace the journey of self-discovery, growth, and authenticity. The balance you seek is already within you. Now it's time to embrace it fully and live the life you truly deserve. Conclusion: embracing the next chapter. As you reach the end of this book, it's important to take a moment to reflect on the journey you've taken so far. Navigating your 20s and 30s is a remarkable adventure, a time of growth, self-discovery, challenges, and opportunities. You've explored the importance of purpose, building resilience, nurturing relationships, pursuing meaningful work, and living authentically. Now, it's time to embrace the next chapter of your life with confidence, purpose, and an open heart. This is not the end of your journey, it's just the beginning. Every new chapter of life brings fresh challenges, opportunities, and experiences. But armed with the tools, strategies, and insights from this book, you are better equipped to navigate whatever lies ahead. As you look forward, remember that growth and evolution are continuous processes, and it's up to you to steer the course of your life with intention and heart. Celebrating the journey so far. Before diving into the future, take a moment to celebrate how far you've come. Reflect on the lessons you've learned, the challenges you've overcome, and the progress you've made. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of the next goal, but it's just as important to acknowledge the milestones and victories along the way. Take a mental inventory of the personal growth you've experienced in your 20s and 30s. How have you changed as a person? Consider the ways you've evolved in terms of mindset, emotional maturity, and self-awareness. What obstacles have you overcome? Reflect on the challenges you've faced, whether in your career, relationships, or personal life, and acknowledge your strength in persevering. What goals have you achieved? Think about the personal, professional, and financial milestones you've reached. Celebrate these wins, no matter how big or small. Celebrating the journey not only boosts your confidence, but also helps you stay grounded in the present moment. It reminds you that the path you've walked has been valuable, even if it wasn't always easy. Every step has contributed to the person you are today, and that's something worth honoring. Tips for continuous growth and evolution. As you continue through life, it's important to remember that growth is a lifelong pursuit. There will always be more to learn, more to experience, and more ways to evolve into the person you're meant to be. Here are some tips to help you stay on a path of continuous growth and evolution. Stay curious and open to new experiences. Life is full of opportunities to learn and grow, but they often come disguised as challenges or unfamiliar situations. Embrace new experiences. With an open mind and heart, whether it's learning a new skill, traveling, or stepping outside of your comfort zone. Curiosity is the key to keeping your life exciting and expanding your horizons. Embrace change. Change is inevitable, and it's also an essential part of growth. Whether it's a shift in your career, relationships, or personal goals, don't fear change, welcome it as a sign of progress. The more flexible and adaptable you are, the easier it will be to navigate life's ups and downs. Commit to lifelong learning. The world is constantly changing, and so are you. Keep learning, whether through formal education, reading, attending workshops, or seeking mentorship. The more knowledge and skills you acquire, the better equipped you'll be to handle life's challenges and embrace new opportunities. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. The people you surround yourself with play a huge role in your personal growth. Seek out relationships with individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and encourage your growth. Their energy and perspectives can push you to new heights and help you become the best version of yourself. Practice self-reflection. Regular self-reflection allows you to check in with yourself, assess your goals, and make adjustments as necessary. Take time to ask yourself, am I still on the right path? Am I growing? Are my actions aligned with my values? Self-reflection helps you stay connected to your purpose and ensures that you're living authentically. An invitation to keep moving forward with purpose and heart. As you embark on the next chapter of your journey, remember that it's not about having everything figured out. Life is an ongoing process of growth, discovery, and evolution. The key is to keep moving forward with purpose and heart, even when things get tough. Stay true to your values, continue pursuing your passions, and take the time to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Life may not always go according to plan, but if you remain adaptable, patient, and resilient, you'll continue to find purpose and fulfillment along the way. Your 20s and 30s are just the beginning. The road ahead is full of opportunities for self-discovery, growth, and adventure. Keep taking the lessons you've learned and applying them to each new chapter of your life. Embrace change, stay curious, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. The next chapter is waiting for you, and it's yours to write. Keep moving forward with purpose, heart, and an unwavering belief in yourself. Your journey is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. As you close this book, take a moment to pause and reflect. The journey of navigating your 20s and 30s is one that will continue to unfold, with new challenges, growth, and experiences. You've just taken an important step in understanding that the key to living a meaningful life is rooted in purpose, authenticity, resilience, and balance. But the real work begins now, as you move forward and apply what you've learned. Don't expect everything to be perfect or neatly lined up. Life rarely works that way. Instead, trust the process and know that every step, every decision, every moment of doubt or uncertainty is part of your unique journey. You have within you the strength, wisdom, and ability to create the life you want. It's easy to be overwhelmed by the demands and expectations of others, but remember, you are the author of your own story. No one else can define your success or happiness. Only you can do that. Embrace the unknown. Don't be afraid of what you don't yet know or understand. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone, and every new experience is an opportunity to learn and evolve. Persevere in the face of challenges. Life will not always be easy. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But perseverance is your greatest asset. The most successful people are not those who avoid failure, but those who rise after each fall, more determined than before. Stay true to yourself. In a world full of distractions and pressures to conform, remember that your uniqueness is your strength. Live authentically, pursue what makes your heart sing, and trust that when you follow your true path, everything else will fall into place. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. Every small step forward counts. Celebrate the little victories, the lessons learned, and the growth you experience along the way. Progress, not perfection, is the true measure of success. Keep evolving. Never stop learning, growing, or challenging yourself. Life is about continual evolution, and with each phase, you become a better version of yourself. You are always becoming, always evolving. Let that be your guiding light. The future is yours. The future is not something to fear, it is something to create. The choices you make today will shape your tomorrow. Keep moving forward with heart and purpose. Be bold in your decisions, courageous in your actions, and patient with your progress. You're building a life that reflects your values, passions, and dreams, and that is something truly extraordinary. You are capable of greatness. Your journey is yours alone, and the possibilities before you are endless. So take a deep breath, step forward, and embrace the next chapter with all the heart and hustle you have within you. Your purpose is waiting for you, and the best is yet to come. Keep going and let the journey unfold.